remains to be tested.
One of my favorite ones that we may actually see here is the one that happened on, I think it was like ULOL or NACS, where if you poppy ult a Nautilus away in between the initial part of the hook landing and then the second part, you can actually just pull yourself there.
He carries on going. And we saw Masterwork and Hand Sandwich just line binding after binding after binding, so maybe what'll happen, we'll see. There you have all of the lineups of all the players who are playing with us today in the same building. Clean cut, Nidalee just kills Elise.
No, it's not. It's actually on the cocoon. As with most interactions with Elise, it's like, does Elise land the cocoon?
If no.
She kills you, or like she at least burns a flash. If no, Maxlore, then it's like, does he land a spear?
Yes.
It's like
it's the flow chart. Woolite. Well, we talked about bindings, maybe not landing, but the first one does. Double flash over the wall, make that third one from Wendelbo. Pillar was taken first, and that may be enough disengage. Another binding lands onto Wendelbo. A bit more damage comes out from HolyPhoenix, and HMA are definitely getting the better of this trade in the top lane.
Oh, Rudy has, that's a pretty good set of information. Rudy flashes over now as well. He got it.
He actually stole it with the flash and the smite. I mean, it cooled on his flash, but he got the blue buff, so potentially getting that triple buff. Mid lane's putting even more pressure down. All right, so this has been a crazy start to this game already. Look at the pressure from kaas. That's another binding onto Woolite. Rudy looking for the follow-up with the cocoon. HolyPhoenix jumps in. This might even be a kill here. Rudy will take one tower shot. In fact, now go to the spider lane. Mid lane, Godbro went deep for CozQ. Maxlore there with the counter gang, and that'll be first blood coming out.
There's action all across the map as we head into the mid lane. So this is where Godbro tries to go aggressive. CozQ, an EQ... okay. I was going to say, EQ Ignite is definitely enough to get that kill.
Yeah. Bot lane, I felt like the most action was going to happen here from Champion Select, and in fact, the least action's been happening in bot lane. Satorius has kind of gotten past the point where Nautilus just ease him and then he loses, and now he's at the point where he's putting a lot of damage onto Werlyb. Rudy...
he was on the ward, so Satorius... Oh, wow.
Flash into the wall, put some damage out. That's going to be the flash away from Werlyb.
You have to kind of preemptively phosphorus bomb where the vault came from. Werlyb's dead in the bottom lane. Didn't see the setup, but it looked like Rudy was getting himself back in the game on that one. Good brain over here. Okay, teleport came in from Satorius. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong
somewhere
colors.
Else.
Yeah.
But there we can see the setup. That was pretty clean cut, actually. Yeah, Satorius came in with the teleport, and then what are you going to do, Werlyb? Very aggressive on this map, so you're seeing it again and again. Satorius actually gets the stun there. That was a janky angle, and the hammer shock will land. And CozQ's coming in from behind as well. There's the package, knocks him towards Satorius for another hammer shock, and has the Valkyrie even to get out. More action happening in the top lane. Rudy's coming in for the kill. Got that level 6 now. Wendelbo backing off to the tower. Return damage from Woolite. Lands most of the culling onto Rudy. Doesn't matter, he had that small nerf to its range. Godbro the flash, and once again flashed away from. All he wants is the auto attack on the vulnerable target. That's all Godbro needs.
Godbro has been so close to killing like 4 people in this game from that, but...
So I don't think we've spoken too much about the Owen or the broadcast, but I think we're coining the name right here and now. Our observer's name is Kevin, and he's calling it Kevin, so that's Kevin the Owl, all right?
Is it? Is it?
It is.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I, for one, ship it.
And so the Owl works so much better.
Maybe. Anyway. That would really annoy Kevin, actually.
So annoyed, he's like, this is my owl.
Yeah.
Grump reset, so Woolite's a little bit mad at that right now. But honestly, this matchup has started to slow down a little bit when it comes to the kills. But you can see that Huma, I said slow down, it's not slowing down now.
Nice pillar against suis kaas, who'll be running towards the pit here. Has to flash over the wall. CozQ there to meet him. Nice instant exhaust there, but it's not enough to save him. There's still enough burst coming out from CozQ, so another pick, 4-0. Satorius. Nice E timing. Turns damage with the call. Binding onto Maxlore. The flash forwards. Doesn't land the cocoon. And that was the key there, as you were talking earlier, the flow chart. Does cocoon land? If no, let's back off.
Maxlore didn't get too slowed down.
Package being delivered to suis kaas. Lots of damage coming out.
Oh,
that crit was massive. Oh, that was dirty. And Huma are just so slow to rotate from lane to lane. Rudy is just overextended now. Satorius will get a bit of damage with the E. Maybe look for the follow. Godbro coming in from the side, but he's just not reading from the same page. Now Werlyb comes out. He'll pop the death charge. CozQ assassinates just suis kaas in the back lines. That's the exhaust down. rockets are raining in from the left-hand side. Another pick, another bot lane turret. Yep.
This is, however, where Inspire will be strong. You do too much. It was just, you know, hover around lanes, make sure that things are safe. CozQ got caught.
Ultimate True Shot Barrage going on to Wendelbo. He's CC'd for days. Great ultimate there by Werlyb, but he's knocked into the team from Satorius. He's going to be charging up the ultimate and knock Godbro away.
That was a weird one.
Yeah, had to wait for a Valor to pick him up and then send him to base.
Just blasts him away. Just the wind, the displacement of air just took Valor's wings. And, Godbro's here, so is the rest of Huma. Double pink ward in the back.
I think we're going to force a fight though. True Shot Barrage comes out, lands onto 4 players.
Oh, they got 2 away.
Ultimate. This will be a 5 versus 3 until they catch back up. Make that a 5 versus 2. Werlyb responding with the damage from Titan's Wrath. And Rudy only just comes back into the fight instantly to be thrown back out of it. Repel comes up, but there's nothing to jump to. And unfortunately, the Spider has to come back down and die to Inspire. 3-0. Now they'll turn back towards the Baron. They're fairly low though, but I don't think Huma can really contest with 2 people. Godbro, he's trying his best to clear, but he is a Quinn versus a very fed Corki, who is on IE Triforce. Mid lane is just dying so incredibly quickly. Another double tap in from Woolite. They have second dragon as well, so they even have extra damage coming from that. These towers just look like they're made from paper. Oh,
Rudy just took a lot of damage there from Woolite. Satorius is trying to push down. So that's now 2 more turrets down, and these are inhibitor turrets that have gone down. So CozQ's now pushing up with the Baron buff into the top side. Middle tower, or middle inhibitor is going to fall fairly shortly. And look, bottom side as well. They're about to take the 3rd inhibitor tower of the game. Satorius on his own up here. Nobody comes to try and defend. Huma couldn't even defend mid right now.
True Shot Barrage, they're going to be chasing out Inspire here. Maybe they can get a couple picks. Maxlore will jump away. Dredgeline comes out. They'll pick up that kill. Rudy slammed against the wall. He'll be going down. Werlyb also caught behind enemy lines. That was a 0 for 2.
Yeah,
2 people died.
That's the game. 40-second death timers here, and 3 lanes pushing with the Baron buff up. That's Inspire taking game 1 of this series in commanding fashion.
26 minutes in, 12-0. Can we call this one a perfect game? They lost a tower.
No, they lost a tower. It's not perfect. Sorry, Pulse.
Very close to perfect in this first game of this best of 5, but they are just going in for their kill. They didn't even want to mess around here. Inspire with the first win up against Huma.
Wow.